Hi, welcome to Trashy Stupid Fun. Today I'm going to talk about two new films to me that I've watched for the first time today. The Children and Demon Witch Child. Now they're both films, one's film from the 80s, one's from the 70s. Children's from the 80s, 1980 to be exact. And they both deal with children in peril, pretty much, which is the title of this episode. But it can also be attuned, it could also be like part 2 of Horror Fest, which I did. But I'm just not very consistent with this. It's like, whatever. But anyways, The Children is about a group of kids on a bus who come in contact with a yellow mist, a yellow gas of some sort that transforms them into microwave hand killers, pretty much. And they pretty much go around killing their parents and killing their siblings and just crazy crap like that. And just yeah. Yeah, it was a dark, excuse me, it's a dark, weird movie, but I kind of liked it for being as dark as it was. It was just weird, but I liked it. Not to give too much away, because the ending is just, it has a couple twists, and one of the twists kind of made me jump, because I didn't see that coming. And it's one of those things that's like, oh, brother, but it made me jump. Maybe not no brother moment, but it made me jump. It's like, there was like, what? And I mean, there were parts where I was kind of caring for some of the characters, like, oh, don't, no, don't, and then, and just, yeah. It's one of those kinds of things. And normally with bad movies, I don't really care that much about the characters. They died. It's like, they were just okay. We didn't know much about them anyway, so it's like, eh. But, this one, I cared about maybe some of them. And it's just like, and I mean, at one point I was like, oh, are they going to go this certain way? And they kind of did, but not as dark as I thought they were going to go. I don't want to give too much away. Even though it's an obscure movie, it's just not as dark as I thought it was going to be. I kept going, I was stressing myself out over it, because I was like, are they going to go there? Are they? It's like, there's so much left of this movie they could. It's like, why focus on this bit right here? And they do, and they don't at the same time. So, yeah. I liked it. It was a decent, weird movie. I don't know why I put myself through these movies, but I just know that I like them. In some cases, sometimes I'm just like, why do I watch this stuff? I don't really want to rewatch it, but at some point I should maybe rewatch this really bad movie called Cindy and Donna, but I hated it. Because all it was these girls getting laid, and then the stupid ending out of nowhere that just makes no sense. I don't really want to rewatch that. I thought it was a bad movie. I don't know why I watched it the first time. It's crap like that, I don't know why I watch it. Anyways, back to the next movie, Demon Witch Child, which is about a girl who gets possessed by a gypsy witch cult leader chick who just, she gets captured at the beginning of the movie or so, and, before she doesn't confess to stealing a baby. So apparently she stole a baby for her sacrifice thing. And that's really, that part of this movie is really dark like that, because there's little babies getting killed in this movie, or it's just one baby. It's just like, what the heck? But anyways, before she can confess, she jumps out a window and kills herself. And then after she dies, her spirit possesses this little girl, the daughter of the prosecutor or whatever who put her in jail, or who was going to put her in jail. She seeks revenge by using the daughter, and it's just really weird. It's like a bad Exorcist ripoff. And actually, I've never seen that. I've seen parts of it, so I know what they were referencing, like the floating. She floats after she gets possessed, and you can see the lines of the forklift or whatever the heck they use to lift her up. You see the little lines on the wall. That was kind of funny, and just really bad effects. It was made in the 70s, and I don't know where it was made, but it was really poorly dubbed with really annoying voices, and the ending really, I don't know. Kind of generic, I guess, or I don't know. Generic. It was kind of like a generic if it was like a Hammer horror, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of some of it made me think of that, but it was really cheesy and just because this girl has a foul mouth, it's just calling everybody a bitch and everything. All the women, anyways. It's like, it made me shake my head a lot of the time, and it was just a weird movie. It was okay. Between the two, I think I like The Children more. But, it's weird to see kids, in these kinds of movies. Because, like, what happened to them after that? But sometimes they lead normal lives, like the kid from Child's Play. You know, he grew up to be pretty normal, and he was never terrified of that doll. So, it's nice. It's nice to know that some kids can, you know, aren't traumatized for life with that kind of crap. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up, but first I'm gonna give a little shout out to a couple podcasts I listened to. One of which I guest hosted last night. That would be Cult Film Fanatics, which can be found on Facebook, and Mevio.com. And the other podcast, which has the same host, my friend Roy, is Sassycast, and that's more of a. It's not so much cult films, but it's fun, but it gets really raunchy and a little, the humor's not for everybody. But if you like some of the stuff I talk about on here, you'd like Cult Film Fanatics at least. That they talk about pretty great cult films, or at least some of them are great. Some the ones that we talked about last night. One of them wasn't so great, and the one's one of my favorite movies, or maybe not my favorite, but I like it anyways. But yeah, I think maybe with my next episode I'll post a link up next time, or some other time I might post up a link to that episode. So yeah. So until next time.